Good morning, everyone. So, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Chloe and I am a creator, writer and a musician. As you can tell by the title and the coffee mug that's in my hand right now, yes, I'm doing yet another coffee talk because I did one of these back at the beginning of June, and since then a lot has changed, and so I kind of wanted to come on here and kind of give you an update of like life right now, basically. And this coffee is perfect. Temperature wise is perfect, and like the coffee to chocolate ratio also perfect. Yeah, got my coffee in this mug here. Let's get into this talk. So let's get straight into this like life update slash coffee talk, and I have a few things that I want to talk about. And so yes, I have a few things that I have been wanting to talk about. I have been wanting to do just like a generic, I was going for generic and general. I've been wanting to do like a general life update, and I've also wanted to talk about my second channel, and also wanted to talk about college. So I'm actually going to start off talking about college, because in my last coffee talk I mentioned that I was thinking about going back to college for another year. And I think I did like a brief announcement in one of my previous videos. I think it was my Camp NaNoWriMo prep vlog that I briefly announced it, but yes, I'm now like officially announcing it. I'm officially announcing it now. I'm going back to college in September, and I'm going to be doing a level 3 TV and film course. Obviously, I don't know if I'll be physically going back. It would be nice to. It just depends on what happens closer to the time with, you know, everything going on in the world right now. I don't know if I'll be physically going back, but I will still like start the course in September. It may just be online for the first few months. I'm going back to college. Unfortunately, yeah, I am gonna have to pay for it. I haven't quite figured out how that's gonna work yet. I know that because I'm now 19, my parents don't get child benefits for me anymore, so I need to start like working a lot more this summer, which I'm definitely wanting to do, and I just hope that my mental health doesn't stop that. I'm just kind of hoping that now everything is going back to normal. I want to get back into working 4 or 5 shifts a week, but obviously I do want to build up to that. So I think I'm going to start next week and start with 3 shifts, and then the week after 4 shifts, and then the week after that 5 shifts. But it also honestly depends on what's available and what I can, like what's available for me to do, because obviously I can't do shifts that are just really random. They actually need me there. That's one thing. Like during this summer I will have to save a lot of money. 1 for my parents and 2 for the course, because I don't know how that's gonna work yet. But that is like college and my like career at the moment. The other thing I have been wanting to talk about is the deal with my second channel, because I made the decision to close my channel after, you know, having that issue with my laptop. Maybe I should have addressed that. Basically what happened is, yeah, I did return at the beginning of June from my hiatus, which was about a month long, from like the beginning of May. And so I took that hiatus, and then I came back at the beginning of June, and then mid-June my laptop broke, and so I wasn't able to really film or edit anything, and so I kind of stopped uploading again. It wasn't obviously planned, but there was nothing else that I could do. I now have a solution because obviously my birthday was at the end of June, the 25th. And that, like, what I got for my 19th birthday video would have already gone up, I believe. So if you haven't seen that yet, you can go and check it out up in the cards. I will leave it linked above here. So I now have a solution for editing, you know, filming and editing now, and I will show you that at the end of this video, because yes, I'm going to be showing you my new setup. So going forward, I will now be using a desktop, which means that I obviously can't move from my desk. It now just means that when I'm at my desk, I know I'm working, so I should be in full work mode, and I will be. Right, so that kind of leads me back to my music channel, because obviously I've got this channel, this is my main channel, I've got this channel, my music channel, and obviously because my laptop broke, I couldn't carry on with editing until like my birthday. I even believe I started editing a video on my birthday and I have no clue what I edited. I think it was actually the Camp Nano Prep vlog. Right, going back to my music channel, because for some reason I just keep straying away from it because of, you know, everything that happened at the end of June. Obviously I couldn't upload anything, and then a couple weeks passed and I decided that I was going to be returning to this channel, but I actually decided I didn't want to return to my music channel, because obviously for me, music is a hobby. Music has always just been a hobby for me. It's something that I've been doing for a really long time. It's not something that moving forward I want to do as part of my career. I just want it to be something that I enjoy, and when I do it I want to, you know, be able to relax. And so I don't think I will ever return to that channel while it's still a music channel. There is definitely hopes in the future. In the future I maybe do wish to change it up a bit and do something different. Maybe something like beauty and makeup. How would you feel about that? Because I used to do that kind of thing when I was younger. Please don't look up my old YouTube stuff, because probably don't want to see that. I mean, I've got some old content on this channel still that is still public, so feel free to watch it. I'm not encouraging you, just it's there if you want to watch it. As for now, I am closing my I'm not physically closing it, I'm just like, I'm taking an indefinite break from it. That second channel is still there for me if I want to like do it up and change it up. That's the deal with like my music channel, and I also just didn't want that extra pressure on something that I obviously do enjoy, but not to the extent of like this kind of thing. Like I really enjoy this kind of thing, and you know, editing and writing and all of that. I haven't written in a while. That should be another thing, because I still haven't finished my second draft, have I? But maybe I'll go into that towards the end of this video. I have a feeling this is going to be a long one, and so I just didn't want that extra pressure with something that I enjoy, and wanted to be able to relax too, in a way, I guess. Because music is something that I do when I want to relax, and so that sums that up. And now let's talk about something a little bit more different, not too different, but I guess it's something that everyone's had to deal with during like quarantine, lockdown, whatever you call it, and that is mental health. Because personally, during lockdown I have found it really difficult, like with my anxiety and my depression, because let's face it, I feel like the majority of the time I am depressed, and I feel like maybe it doesn't come across on camera, because like all you ever really see is like happy, jaunty me, but in reality, like when I'm not filming, I'm just like, I genuinely don't know what I'm doing. That is me the majority of the time, and that is the stuff I don't share on camera. And I did talk about it I think, a little bit in my previous coffee talk, which I'll leave link up above in the cards also. But my mental health has definitely fluctuated a lot during lockdown, and because of it I'm also a lot more anxious. I feel like every single person watching this that has anxiety will know exactly what I mean when I say my anxiety skyrocketed, and it's not fun. I used to like be okay with like going into shops and, you know, shopping and that kind of thing, and I wouldn't get anxious, but now with everything going on I get really anxious just like wandering around shops, because I just think I get really anxious being in public now because of COVID. And unfortunately, no, it's still not over now, because if I remember rightly, I don't think I mentioned this in my previous coffee talk, but I might have done. As many of you will know, April was a really good month for me somehow, and I was, you know, it was Camp NaNoWriMo, I was making videos, I was just really happy in April. I was staying at home because that's what the orders were, you know, to stay at home, and that's exactly what I did. Then May rolled around. After, you know, Camp NaNoWriMo, I went on my hiatus, which was probably a really good decision, like, in hindsight, because for some reason, like, whenever I'm on, like, a YouTube hiatus, my mental health is just really bad. And then when I'm, like, filming and vlogging and all of that, mental health is just doesn't really change. I'm moving on to squash now because I've been filming for that long. April was good, and then May really hit me. I ended up having many breakdowns just because breakdowns are not fun. That I ended up having a few of those as well, like a few breakdowns. So May was crap. May was a bag of shit. I'm not sugarcoating it because I'm not that kind of person. I don't sugarcoat anything. So May was literally just a bag of crap. And that, I mean, obviously my mental health was also really bad because, like, I couldn't see my boyfriend. I didn't, like, physically see my boyfriend for 2 months, which is a really long time for us. Obviously we still had FaceTime and messaging, but it's just not the same. Like, if you have a partner, then you will know exactly what that's like. But we got through it, and then June rolled around really quickly as well, and I, you know, lockdown started lifting here in the UK. My mood actually started to lift. I started to feel like a little less anxious. I still get anxious, like going into shops and going out in public, but I'm definitely not as anxious as I used to be. I think lockdown started lifting on the 4th of June, or like things started changing. I'm not going to remember all of the rules and when they happened, because why would I do that to myself? I did actually get the chance to see my boyfriend. I think it was at like the end of May, very beginning of June. Like a few days into June, me and my boyfriend were talking, and we were just like really wanted him to come and stay here for a few weeks because he also had a lot of family issues at home. Obviously I can't go into detail about that because it's, you know, it's his life, it's, you know, his privacy, however you pronounce it, and I don't want to breach that. And so he was having just a lot of issues at home, and so we decided that he was going to come and stay here. And he was here from the June the 6th to June the 30th. So he was here for 24 days. He was here for my birthday. He did start back at work while he was here, but that was okay because, like, I genuinely didn't mind having a little extra time to myself, because when you're around someone for so long, it does start to get a little bit annoying and frustrating, because obviously I have a very small room, and it was also very hot while he was here. So think about it, 2 people in a very small room, and, you know, he obviously brought his Xbox here with him, and that had a fan going. yeah, it just got really hot, and there were times where I got really annoyed, but I was really happy that, you know, he got to stay for those few weeks. And now he has gone. I don't know what it is. I just feel like so relieved. I'm such an introvert that you wouldn't even think it. But I'm such an introvert that when there's another person around 24/7 pretty much, it can feel a little suffocating. So I just feel very relieved right now. So because of that, I only just feel like I'm returning to normal in a sense, because obviously there's no such thing as normal anymore, and I feel like we're not going to go back to the original norm for a while. But the new normal, I think I'm okay with. And wearing face masks on a bus, I'm okay with. Even though I get really, that's another thing, I do get really anxious getting on buses. As well, as I discovered, was it yesterday, when I got on the bus for the first time after lockdown, like during this whole thing. It's the first time I got on a bus, was yesterday when I went up to Home Bargains. I only just feel like I'm returning to normal now. Obviously I'm still going to be anxious, like going out in public, but that will eventually simmer down. I'm actually going to turn your attention to my new work setup, basically. Okay, so for some reason my camera is having a really hard time adjusting to my new setup. And so this is what it looks like. I've basically just got the monitor, which is a Philips monitor if you're interested. I'll try and leave links down below, or I'll just leave a link to my 19th birthday video for you to go and check out. Got the monitor. I've then obviously got the keyboard. Let me just move you down. I've got the keyboard and the mouse here. Then before for some reason you can only see one speaker, but there is a reason for that. Just give me a minute and I'll show you where the other one is. I've then, don't mind my bin, but down here, which you can hardly see, I have got the tower, and it is literally just an Acer Aspire one. I'm gonna leave a link to this one down below as well. It's already gotten a little dusty because of like how much dust collects in my room. Panning up, just got this beautiful thing up here with the right speaker, which you can see is on. Moving up, how do I show this? And then I have the left speaker up there because I wanted to have space on my desk for other things. Future me cutting in. I forgot to mention something really important before I ended this coffee talk, but basically, because I have now gotten to a point where I am starting to solidify Scarlet Blood Skies and start to shape it a bit more, I am actually going to be starting a whole video series all about the whole series. So Scarlet Blood Skies book 2, 3 and 4. I'm going to be doing a whole video series on my channel, so you get a bit more insight on the characters, their houses, everything like that. And the way I'm doing that is Sims. I've basically like created almost all of the characters and started on some of the houses, so you are actually gonna get to see that. You're gonna get like an insight on all of the characters and the houses. But that, I don't know when that series is starting, but it is starting this month, which I am really excited about. I'm really excited to share that with you, so I can't wait for the series to start. So make sure you are subscribed for that, and I'm going to go back to the main video now. That is my new setup. I'm not going to go into too much detail with like where I've moved things around, but I will go into more detail in another video in the future, like I'll do like a proper writing space slash desk space slash desk space tour. Do let me know if you are interested in that, and I will do that at some point in the future. But for now, that is going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also make sure to subscribe down below and ding the bell to be notified every single time I upload. All of my social media links will be linked down in the description, along with my setup info and all that. That will all be down in the description for you to check out, along with anything else that I have mentioned in this video, but I don't think there is. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.